Hello, Pop Woodman here with episode one of Unconventional Wisdom. You might ask, why are you calling it unconventional wisdom? Well, because the wisdom I'm going to share here is in direct contrast to conventional wisdom. In other words, the common wisdom of the world in which we live in today. The wisdom I share will be unconventional. The reality of today's conventional wisdom, if you will, is based mainly in feelings and emotionalism. People believe if they feel it, if it's their emotions, then it's right and it's true and it must be acted on. And to do this is a wise thing to do. And because of that, our culture here in America and around the world, society in general has changed drastically. It's very rare to see godly wisdom anymore. And that's what I'm going to be about in these videos. It's going to be godly wisdom. It's going to be in contrast to the conventional wisdom of emotionalism, sexuality, self serving bias. The problem with our world today is we think, because, however I feel, should rule the day, and it should lead others to want to support me in that. And when it doesn't work out that way, what usually happens? People get more emotional, they get angry and frustrated and lash out. So, conventional wisdom, is it really working for anyone? I mean, seriously. All you have to do is tune into the news to see what's going on in your local community. Throughout the world, people have become so self-serving, self-focused that they're willing to destroy others just to please themselves and be able to do the things they believe are right. The reality is, these things are harmful. And if you don't think so, check out the headlines, the things that people are doing. There's a total lack of respect for life. If you get in my way, you deserve to die, is the mindset of some. If you disagree with me, I will cancel you. In other words, make it impossible for you to have a voice anymore. I will shut you down. That's ungodly behavior, and it's unacceptable behavior. There's no need in it. We can have a conversation, we can talk, we can share, but we don't need to be harsh and hateful with one another. Godly wisdom, unconventional wisdom, will lead us in a better direction, for sure. There's no doubt about it. I want to share a little bit of Proverbs chapter 8, where it speaks of the blessing of wisdom. Does not wisdom call? Does not understanding raise her voice? On the heights beside the way, at the crossroads, she takes her stand. Beside the gates in front of the town, at the entrance of the portals, she cries aloud, "To you, O men, I call, and my cry is to the children of man. O simple ones, learn prudence. O fools, learn sense. Hear, for I will speak noble things, and from my lips will come what is right. From my mouth, for my mouth, will utter it, will utter truth. Wickedness is an abomination to my lips. All the words of my mouth are righteous. There is nothing twisted or crooked in them. They are all straight to him who understands, and right to those who find knowledge. Take my instruction instead of silver, and knowledge rather than choice gold. For wisdom is better than jewels, and all that you may desire cannot compare with her. Proverbs 8, 1 through 11 is all about what wisdom is, that wisdom calls. and raises her voice and calls to humanity, to people, and cries to the children. Yes, the terms used here may sound a little harsh, like verse 5, O simple ones, learn prudence. O fools, learn sense. Well, these are terms we don't like to hear. Simple ones or fools. But these words get straight to the point, don't they? That if we lack wisdom, we need to find it. Because we are foolish to pursue anything other than real wisdom, other than knowledge and truth. Anything else we pursue or make our life about it doesn't compare. At the end of the passage, verse 11, it says this, For wisdom is better than jewels, and all that you may desire cannot compare with her. Our desires cannot compare with wisdom. That's the point of the whole passage. We as human beings are driven by desire. And our desires may not be the healthiest thing for us. If we desire to do whatever it is we want to do, then somebody else will have to pay the price so that we can be free to do what it is we want to do. Desires cannot compare to wisdom. The wisdom of God will change lives. Desires, so often, will destroy lives. It's true. So this is what these videos are going to be about, unconventional wisdom. I'm going to share things from the Bible and from other resources where people use godly wisdom to make their points, where they use truth and understanding and knowledge to get across a message that should be heard. So much of our issue today is that we don't really strive for knowledge before we start to act. And we say and do things on what we presume to be knowledge, and it's not really knowledge because we have not researched it, we have not gone into it in depth, we don't really understand. And this is both sides of any argument. We don't understand the truth of the situation. And we make up our minds because somebody agrees with our thoughts, our desires. And so we jump on whatever bandwagon that might be, and it's problematic for us. It's time to calm down, slow down, and seek knowledge and seek truth. Yes, I know there are people that have declared there is no absolute truth in the world. Well, by making that statement, there is no absolute truth in the world, they have made an absolute statement. Therefore, there is absolute truth in the world. Truth can be found, truth can be known, and truth can be lived. And oh, by the way, this idea of I have my truth, you have your truth, live your truth, it's a lie. There's no truth in it. There's either truth or not. We don't have individual truths. We have individual experiences. We have individual hurts. And we have individual emotions. But that does not all add up to an individual truth. That's a fact. Some people are going to disagree with me, and that's fine. That's absolutely fine. But I will not compromise truth. I will speak the truth. And yes, truth can be offensive. I know, because I've been offended by it as well. And simply being offended is no excuse for berating another human being. We're all offended, probably every day in many ways. But wisdom tells us that we should live at peace with one another. So we must try. The Bible tells us, as far as it depends on you, live at peace with everyone. So don't think that I've started doing this just to judge you. That's not what I'm doing. I want to share the truth and let you discern for yourself if it's true, if it's worth heeding, if it's worth listening to. Let us all take time to slow down, calm down, and listen to one another. Let's go against unconventional wisdom. Take care.